This absolute beauty is a boa constrictor. Now, constrictor is part of its name because of the way they like to get their prey. That's the food that they eat. So if this boa were to come across maybe a mouse or something similar, it would wrap its body around it and then tighten its muscles so that the mouse couldn't breathe anymore, and then it would start to eat the mouse. Now, boa constrictors are native. That means they're originally from all over Central America and South America, but they're really popular as pets all around the world. And this one is in fact someone's pet, belonging to a student here. And that's one of the reasons why it's so calm and relaxed, just moving around. Now, although they do make great pets, that's because they've been raised in captivity. So they've been raised in cages from birth, from a parent that was also a pet. Now, it's really important that you never take an animal from the wild to keep as a pet. That's like putting someone in jail when they've done nothing wrong. So if you are interested in snakes as pets, then find a good dealer and breeder of snakes rather than taking one from the wild. But they really are wonderful pets. Look how beautiful they are. Now, the other thing that these muscles are really good for is climbing. Boas are amazing climbers. They can climb, if it's narrow enough, a completely vertical tree with no branches. They're that strong. So it'll be very unlikely to actually come across these on the ground because most of the time we're up in the trees, spending some time in the sun. And here's a fun fact. Snakes are completely deaf. They can't hear you. But what they can do is feel vibrations in the ground. So if you're walking along a path, they're likely to feel you coming and move out of the way because they probably don't want to bump into you. Now, in the wild, of course, you probably wouldn't be able to handle one quite like this, but just like with most wild animals, they really don't want to hurt you. What they are more likely to do though is try and protect themselves if they feel threatened, so if they feel in danger. So if you come across a boa in the wild, maybe in your garden, obviously the first thing to do is tell your parents. And what they can do is find someone to carefully get it into a bucket and then take it back to the forest, the mountains, and release it there. If you try and hurt a snake, it's probably going to try and hurt you back. So the best thing is to try and keep your distance. Isn't it beautiful?